Choosing a senior school is one of the most important decisions you will ever make for your children. At Kent College in Canterbury, we pride ourselves on the family atmosphere of the school and our ability to help develop every pupil's ability and talents, from academic to sport and the arts.
We try here to look at each individual that comes to the college and see what their potential might be, and then try and work a programme around that individual. So we don't prescribe a set curriculum for everybody, but we try and adapt the curriculum so that we can match the strengths of each individual student. We also allow for individuals who are very academically able to take subjects and qualifications when they're ready to take them, rather than them having to conform to some pattern. We have programmes for stretching pupils here and challenging them. We have excellent programmes to support students here. We have our own dyslexia unit, and we have an international study centre which supports students whose first language is not English. And we also have special programmes for particularly gifted students in areas. So we have a concert pianist, we have very fine musicians and nationally rated sportsmen and women. And so we have special programmes for them so they can build in their training around their school programme as well.
Hannah is now in year 11 and has been a pupil at Kent College for 5 years.
I've enjoyed being part of something, part of choir, part of orchestra. I like just the achievement that you get after a big concert, and you just afterwards everyone's just so happy, and you I really like that. That's my favourite about the school, I think. I don't know anybody who hasn't got any friends at the school. You walk past everybody, and I was just noticing this morning where I was walking from the music block to my locker rooms, and you just smile at everyone on the way and wave at everyone, because you do know everybody at the school, and it's such a friendly environment where you can just smile at everybody and you can talk to the other years, and it's not intimidating, it's just really friendly.
Kent College is a co-educational, independent, day and boarding school, situated on a 70-acre site just 1 mile from the centre of Canterbury. It was founded in 1885 and in 1920 became part of the Methodist Schools Group. Our Christian heritage is reflected in the strength of pastoral care we provide for all our pupils. At Christmas time, the school celebrates together with a carol concert in Canterbury Cathedral.
We came and looked around Kent College. It was incredibly friendly, relaxed. The pupil that showed us around was one of the sixth formers, and he had been in James's position and hadn't been to the prep school, and had said he'd settled in fine. So when James came and looked around, he said, actually, I like it here, I want to come here, and that was it. Never looked back.
When we first came to England, we visited a couple of schools in the area, and we found that Kent College had a good atmosphere about it, and we were impressed with the ways the teachers talked to us about their work and the subjects that they taught.
An independent inspection commended the school for being a happy, well-integrated community of boarding and day pupils, teachers and support staff. If a pupil joins from year 6, they are visited in their existing school by our liaison officer. She then prepares an individual profile of them for the head of year 7. This helps make the move to senior school much easier. We also work hard to include new parents by inviting all new families to the school in the summer before term begins.
My office is just alongside the Year 7 locker room where the children spend their spare time, their breaks, their lunch times, and I just see a lot of them. I love the job. It means that I have all these little ones who perhaps need a bit of nurturing. I look after their pastoral side, so I look after, have they lost their socks, where are the Wellingtons, have they remembered their art brushes, but I also have to look after their academic work as well. I get to know them very well indeed. I become rather like an auntie in that they can turn to me. I think I'm right in saying they can turn to me and tell me if there are problems of friendships or problems in class, and I can certainly, I act as an advocate and I can do what I can to help them.
The day before the new school year starts, all new pupils come in to prepare themselves for their new life. This gives them the chance to become more familiar and comfortable with their new surroundings before the academic year begins. They'll be divided into small tutor groups and given an individual mentor from year 9, to provide help, support and guidance throughout their first year.
You help them with like going around the school and just helping them with their little problems.
You just got to, you know, talk to them, show that you're their friend and they can get along fine.
It made me feel very secure and it made me feel that I was like protected in some way.
It makes you feel better because you know you can always ask them if you've got a problem.
Small class sizes are a feature of teaching here at Kent College, with an average of only 15 pupils per lesson.
From the very minute we walked through the door, we both felt that this was right for two very different children and two different abilities. But it suits, and I think it suits very bright children and children with lots of other things to offer.
It's the whole thing together. It's difficult to put your finger on anything in particular. It's all the extras as well that go with it. So all the clubs, they encourage them to join. And the trips are wonderful. And so it's just the whole experience.
Academically, she's progressed absolutely fantastically. In fact, she's moved up into the top stream, which we're over the moon about and had a big celebration. So academically, she's doing really, really well. And socially, she is so confident, but not overconfident.
Every half-term, academic grades are awarded, enabling parents to assess their child's progress. Twice a year, in consultation with parents, targets are agreed to help youngsters progress and develop.
I've progressed through the years. I've really enjoyed being with the teachers who I know, and I feel I can feed back from them, and my educational and academic skills have progressed over the years because of my bond with the teachers.
We see ourselves as one family, and as well as coming together at meal times, there is regular worship in the chapel. Tutor groups across the school are given the responsibility of producing services on a range of topics. We have a full-time chaplain dedicated to the community, providing both spiritual and pastoral care.
We see that as central to what we provide here. So we have a very strong sense of community and service throughout the school. We have a full-time chaplain who helps us to look after the students. We have children in houses and also in very small tutor groups. So the form tutor gets to know those students very well, and their heads of year can oversee their pastoral and academic development. We also have house parents in the boarding houses who act as parents would at home and make sure that the student's life outside school hours is positive and useful.
The school has undergone major refurbishment and investment, with more than £3 million spent on new buildings and equipment, including new classrooms, new computer facilities and major improvements to boarding facilities. More than 30 countries are represented at Kent College, making us a truly international community, something that benefits everyone in their development and understanding of others.
It's a great community, first of all. I mean, all of them are my friends and all of them come from different countries, and it's such a great experience to learn about different cultures and religion, to live with people who come from extremely different backgrounds and to communicate. It widened my background quite a lot.
Part of the recent investment has gone into creating our new specialist music facilities. With a specialist technology suite, recital room, a control centre to monitor recording from 4 different locations, and 9 teaching and practice rooms, we believe we have one of the best school music facilities in the south of England.
You can do all sorts of things in basements and dingy rooms, but what a new facility gives is a lightness to everything. You know, every room in the building has natural light. Every room in the building has very, very high quality equipment. Pianos, or in the technology studio, it has fantastic technology. And because we've been able to put resources in as well, not just simply rooms and what we're about here, we've got fantastic equipment matched by really, really good teaching. And so as a consequence, we've ended up with really good results. You know, it's kind of like, you know, when you cook, you know, if you've got the best ingredients and you put them together, you get good results at the end of it.
All students are given the chance to explore the world of music, and we offer music scholarships for entry to years 7, 9 and the 6th form. Those who have a talent are helped to develop with extra specialist tuition. The extensive facilities at Kent College enable every pupil to try a huge range of sports, from rugby and netball to cricket, basketball and hockey. The school's all-weather pitch means teams can train all year round.
Our philosophy here is to, on the one hand, encourage expertise, but on the other hand to encourage each individual to find their talents. So we're not so much just looking for the team player. Throughout the school we've got children who we encourage to participate in horse riding, in trampolining, in fencing, in all the sports that perhaps aren't seen as the mainstream sports. And we very much encourage each and every individual to find their talent.
But the school also has a reputation for sporting excellence.
We help the gifted athletes through connections with local clubs, through Canterbury Rugby, Canterbury Hockey Club and Invicta Athletics particularly. We have England internationals at hockey, boys and girls, and 2 international cross-country runners at the school at the moment. And we encourage them through the department to strive to attain the highest possible levels.
Kent College is also one of the few independent schools to have its own farm. The 55 acres are home to the school's pedigree cattle and sheep, together with ponies, pigs, rabbits and poultry. And the farm is also used to give a practical feel to geography, science and art lessons. Pupils also work on our own wildlife conservation sites, here clearing an area of woodland to allow new growth. We want to help pupils build their self-esteem and confidence, because we believe everyone has talent. A huge range of clubs and activities means everyone can explore their abilities and strengths. The school is a strong supporter of the Duke of Edinburgh Award, and all pupils from Year 10 onwards are given the opportunity to take part. Students also go on a variety of field trips for geography and history, and on foreign language exchanges to partner schools in France, Spain and Germany. By the time a student reaches the 6th form, our aim is to have given them as many opportunities as possible to explore and develop their talents. The 6th form offers a wide range of A-level choices, and expectations from the staff are high.
If I don't understand something, they can actually make time for me at lunchtime, break time, or during my study periods, and make time for me so I might understand the lesson, so progress, can be made.
It was a lot more adult, and teachers spoke to you more as adults and expected you to go off and do your own work. Although if you did need their support, they were always there for you.
Each student has their own tutor, but they're encouraged to organise their own learning pattern outside formal lessons, using the extensive resources in the 6th form centre. This prepares them for the transition to life at university.
I think it's helped a lot. Yeah, 'cause my brother's at university now and he keeps telling me all the ways they've got to do all their own research, and during GCSE I was getting quite worried about that because I didn't seem to be the sort of thing I could cope with, but 6th form's helped me a lot with that, so I think I'm all set for uni.
Pupils meet their tutor on a regular basis to discuss progress, targets and to talk through any difficulties.
In the 6th form we welcome students from other schools to join our students who have already been part of Kent College. So we have an induction programme that begins their time here, which is followed by tutor groups that they're put into, which are mixed, and that tutor then will take the students through for the whole of that 2-year programme. And those small groups work very closely together to monitor their academic progress, to check on their pastoral well-being within the school, and to support them throughout their time in the 2 years.
In recent years, more than 90% have achieved entry to their first choice university.
Our aims are to make sure that every student who leaves here achieves the best they can possibly achieve, not just academically, but as well-rounded individuals who are confident but not arrogant.